Have you ever noticed that the same situations keep happening in your relationships? Maybe you get close to someone and then you suddenly pull away, or you worry a lot about being rejected even when nothing bad is really happening. This is not because something is wrong with you. Psychology shows that many things we do as adults actually start in childhood. They come from emotional experiences we had when we were very young. In this video, we'll talk about what emotional wounds are, how they form in childhood, and how they can affect the way we think, feel, and act as adults. This is not therapy, it's psychology, explained in a simple, human way. Emotional wounds are not always caused by big, dramatic events. Most of the time, they come from small moments that happen again and again. An emotional wound forms when a child does not feel seen, safe, important, or emotionally supported. Children don't think like adults. They don't say, "My parent is stressed," or "This will pass." Instead, they think, "This must be about me." Over time, these experiences turn into beliefs about who they are, how others treat them, and what they can expect from the world. These beliefs often stay with us into adulthood. Children depend on adults not only for food and safety, but also for emotional support. When adults are emotionally distant, unpredictable, overly critical, or often unavailable, the child learns to adapt. And this is important to understand. Children adapt to survive, not to be happy. A child may learn to hide emotions, try to please everyone, become very independent too early, or stop asking for help. At the time, these behaviors help the child cope. Later in life, they can create problems. Let's look at a few very common emotional wounds. Rejection. This happens when a child feels unwanted, ignored, or pushed away emotionally. As adults, this can look like strong fear of criticism, avoiding attention or visibility, quitting before trying, pulling away from people first. On the outside, they may seem confident or distant. On the inside, rejection feels very painful. Abandonment. This forms when a child experiences emotional or physical absence. As adults, this may show up as fear of being alone, anxiety in relationships, needing constant reassurance, difficulty trusting that people will stay. These reactions are not weakness. They come from a time when losing connection felt unsafe. Shame. Shame develops when a child feels that something is wrong with them. This can come from constant criticism, being compared to others, not being allowed to express emotions, being blamed for adult problems. As adults, shame often shows up as perfectionism, self-doubt, people-pleasing, a very critical inner voice. Even success may feel uncomfortable. Here is something very important. Many adult reactions are old survival responses. For example, working too much, fear of not being good enough, avoiding closeness, fear of being hurt, trying to control everything, fear of losing people, feeling emotionally numb, fear of feeling pain. The behavior itself is not the problem. It once had a purpose, but when we don't understand where it comes from, it can control our choices without us realizing it. Many people ask, why do I keep ending up in the same situations? Psychology gives a simple answer. Our brain feels safer with what is familiar, even if it's not healthy. If emotional chaos felt normal in childhood, peace can feel strange later in life. This is why someone may choose similar partners, repeat the same arguments, leave stable situations, not because they want pain, but because their mind recognizes the pattern. Change does not start by fixing yourself. It starts by understanding yourself. Understanding means noticing what triggers you, observing your reactions, being curious instead of judging yourself. You don't need to relive the past. You don't need to label yourself as broken. Psychology shows that simply understanding our reactions already reduces their power. When we understand ourselves better, we pause more, we react less automatically, we make calmer choices. This is not a quick fix, it's a gentle process. Childhood emotional wounds do not define you. They help explain why you react the way you do. Your behaviors are not flaws. They are learned responses from a younger version of you trying to stay safe. Understanding this doesn't change the past, but it gives you something important: choice. And sometimes that is where real change begins. Before we end, I want to share something personal. As I was learning about emotional wounds, I realized that I see myself in many of these words, and there is nothing wrong with that. It's human. It's normal. We all carry things from childhood. And that doesn't mean it's too late. It's never too late to reconnect with ourselves, to understand ourselves better, to grow. That's why I'm here with you, learning, reflecting, and slowly becoming more aware. And if you recognize yourself in this video, please know you are not alone. Thank you for watching.